Hey guys, it's your girl Jade Ashley, and I want to welcome you back to an all new vlog. Today is Saturday, August 9th, 2025. So first and foremost, happy birthday to my favorite rapper. Rest in peace, King Von. But today is the start of a new vlog, obviously, and today I will be attending Sister Girls Behind a Pen event here in New York City. This is going to be my first ever book event. I think in my previous vlogs I kind of let y'all know I'm a book girly now, my Kindle, all of this other stuff. So yeah, but this is going to be my first ever book event. The event starts, well, the doors open at 12. I know they encourage a lot of people not to be there until 11. I guess that's like the line, you know, for people to come in. I don't want to be, first of all, I don't want to be on the line, but I mean, yeah, it starts at 12. It's 9:34 now. I just finished eating my breakfast. You know, I showered, all of this skincare. So I'm about to start my makeup. And yeah, I just wanted to start this vlog off. And yeah, I'll be back. So that's it. Okay guys, so I am fully dressed. It is 11:57 and this event starts at 12. It's from 12 to 4. So hopefully I'm not missing too much because I want to meet, there's like E. Bowser was supposed to be there, but she's not coming no more. So that's the one author that I wanted to meet that's not going to be there. But Takara Allen, Nina, Brianne Denée, I think those are like the three main ones. And it was E. Bowser. So it was like 4 of them I really wanted to meet that was listed. Kimberly Brown too. I'm currently reading one of her series. So yeah, I really want to meet Nina, Takara Allen, Brianne Denée, and Kimberly Brown. And I pre-ordered books with Brianne Denée and Nina. So yeah, hopefully I don't miss too much. I've never been to one of these before. So it's like I want to be there when it starts, but at the same time, I don't know. But it starts in 2 minutes, so I might just bypass the line thing. I'm ordering an Uber. I was going to take the train, but yeah, given that it started now, I can only imagine how long it's going to take me. So, I don't know the estimated drop-off time, but my car is going to be here in 4 minutes. So, yeah, we heading out right now. Okay, guys, so I literally just got here. Like I told you, the event started at 12. It is now 1:11. And when I say the line is around the corner and down the block, so I didn't expect this many people to still be out here like an hour after the event started. I thought like if I came like maybe an hour after, I'll like bypass the line, but that's besides the point. So this is, I'm literally the last person in line right now. So yeah, but it's up the block, around the corner, and yeah. So let's see how fast this thing moves. Okay guys, I didn't even get the outside of the building, but we're finally inside. Cheers. And I guess we're just signing in right now. Okay guys, so I'm inside the event right now. I'm on my first line. Nina. So I'm on my first line. So the first author that I want to meet is Nina. I'm like, she's responsible for getting me into this like whole reading thing. And the table is actually like right in there, but the line it like goes around. So it's like here, and then it's like around the corner and inside. So yeah, I'm gonna start with Nina also because I pre-ordered a book too. So yeah. Then after that, I need to find Brianne Denée because I pre-ordered 3 books from her. And then also I still took Takara Allen somewhere in there, so her line is long. But Nina's, yeah, but we'll see how long we're going to stand here. And yeah. Okay, I just picked up my pre-ordered books from Nina. I'm gonna try to go back to meet her, but her line is hella long. Now I'm at Brianne Denée's line. I'm so excited. I pre-ordered Okay guys, so it is 3:58. The event is supposed to be over in 2 minutes. There's still people inside, but yeah, I don't think I showed y'all in the vlog my bag. So if you follow me on TikTok, and then if you follow my book talk, which I'll put on the camera at the bottom of the screen, I created my own tote bag with this is my Instagram name or whatever. But yeah, so I'm satisfied though. I didn't get a chance to get any of Takara Allen's books. I didn't get a chance to pre-order because the pre-order sold out really fast. So I was hoping to get a book while I was here, but by the time I got closer to the front, she was like, oh yeah, it's like sold out. I really wanted to get the Lonely Pole set, but I'm just gonna have to wait until she restocks on her website. So hopefully when it happens, it doesn't go as fast and I'm able to get a copy. But I was able to meet Takara Allen. She's so nice. I love her very much. I was able to meet Nina. Nina is responsible for my reading journey starting. Like, it started with her, and I got my pre-order book I showed you guys earlier, and then when I went back to actually meet her and, you know, say, hey, nice to meet you, love your work, da 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 da, I went and got 3 keychains. So I got the Hassan keychain, I got a lemon pepper keychain, and I got a French Street Porter keychain. And then I also met Brianne Dene. Definitely got into her stuff this year and I loved it. So yeah, the event is winding down. I'm satisfied for the most part for this to be my first book event. So okay guys, so I just left the event. It ended 20 minutes ago. So like I was mentioning when I was on the rooftop, I'm satisfied. I met all the authors that I wanted to meet. I picked up my pre-order books. The only thing is I didn't get to get any books from Takara Allen because all her books were sold out by the time that I got there, and I couldn't pre-order because by the time I got to the website, everything was sold out. So now I am at this restaurant that's literally up the block from the place where they had the book event called Eastwood. And I just wanted something local or something in the area so that I can just eat. So far, everything that I had today was a croissant and a yogurt. And I picked this place because now this has nothing to do with anything. I don't think I like anything else. Shit like hummus and cauliflower. Oh no. But I picked this place because one of my favorite authors, she wasn't at this event, one of my other favorite authors I should say, she has a series called Lady Nisha, and the main character, the guy who opened the door called Eastwood. So I was like, oh, you know, I just love the book event, and then also this place that has the same name as, you know, this place in the book. And her books are based in Detroit, where she's from. But yeah, let me figure out what type of food I'm getting because I don't think I like anything. I like anything here.
Anyone need any other sauces, not sauces?
Let me figure out what I'm doing. Okay guys, so here's my food. I ended up getting the salmon and chips, which is just salmon and fries. I didn't really like eating too much. Tartar sauce over there, and then this drink is called Spritz or something like that. That's an olive in it, and I hate olives. However, I will admit that it goes pretty well with the taste of the drink. It's not too bad. Like feeling like I'm drinking olive juice or some shit like that. So yeah, I'm about to eat real quick, and then I'm going to start heading towards I'm gonna eat, and then after I finish eating, I'm gonna start heading towards Penn Station. I might stay in that area for a little bit. I don't know. I don't ever leave the house, and I hardly ever come to the city. So because I'm out and it's still early, I might take advantage of it. I took an Uber here. So $16 to get here, and I set an Uber for an hour. So I'm definitely taking the train back. I'm not taking Uber. So yeah, I'm hopping on the train after I leave here. So I'm just gonna eat and then probably read the book I was reading. And yeah, so I will check back in with y'all. Okay, guys. So I'm home now. It is 8:18. So I've been home for like an hour for the most part. I got in a little bit before 7 p.m. So I just kind of want to like recap and kind of just show what I have before I end this vlog. So first and foremost, I really enjoyed myself. This is my first ever book event. I started really getting into reading at the end of 2023. I think this was like, I want to say like October, November 2023. And I think I explained this somewhere on one of my TikTok videos, but basically I was on TikTok, I was scrolling. I had seen this author, she was promoting a book. I can't remember the name of the book, but I'll put it on the screen right here. She was promoting her book, and I don't know, my mind was just like, oh, let me, look up this book. And I looked it up on Amazon, and I did the Kindle Unlimited free trial, and read the book. It was cool. Drea, she's like I guess you could say like a makeup influencer. I've been following her for years, and I just so happened, like, after I read that book and I went back to like the author's TikTok, and I was like, oh girl, the book was good. Drea, she popped on my timeline, and she had recommended Nina's On Us series. Like, she posted like, I'm reading this right now, it's so good. And I was like, oh, I just did the free trial for Kindle Unlimited, let me see what this is about or whatever. So I started that, and literally it's been on ever since. Here we are in 2025. All I do is read. As y'all know, I have my Kindle. It goes everywhere with me. So I was excited to finally like attend a like book event, and I want to definitely attend more. I don't know if maybe I can attend another one before this year is over. I went by myself. I got my ticket for Behind the Pen late last year. Like, I got like one of like the late bird tickets and stuff or whatever. So yeah, I didn't necessarily plan this with anyone. I was just like, oh wait, let me get a ticket before it's like sold out or whatever. So I got it in time before it sold out. And yeah, so I'm gonna do what I got first, and then I'll tell y'all what I learned, my tips and all of this other stuff. So again, let me show y'all my tote bag that I made. This is me, if y'all don't know. There's a TikTok video that I did unboxing this, like I mentioned earlier, so you get to see like kind of like the photo that this is based on, and how I just kind of like designed it and everything. And I specifically, I mean, I'm gonna use it obviously past today, but with this being my first book event and me knowing that I was coming back with some books and stuff because I already had pre-ordered, I was just like, oh, let me make like a cute little tote bag. So yeah, and I got like a lot of compliments on it. One person that I met there, I think she was like part of working with the event and stuff, like, so she complimented my bag like when I first walked in. And then like towards the end of the event, she was like, oh, do you sell these? And I was like, no, I just like made it for myself. And I was like, but you just gave me like a business idea. So she was like, yeah, so like once you start the business, I need to be like your first customer. And then like we exchanged Instagrams and all of this other stuff or whatever. So yeah, but let me get into what I got. So I'm gonna start with the stuff I got from Nina. So like I said, me reading Nina, that just set it off. And yeah, so I love her. So oh wait, it's something in here. Okay, so I have her Street Corner Symphony. This is one of her new books. She mentioned that she was doing pre-orders for this a couple of months back. So as soon as I seen it, I was like, I'm gonna get it. Honestly, I don't even know what the book is about. I don't care what the synopsis is. It's from Nina, so I'm gonna read it. So I ordered this. It's a novel poem written by Nina. It's already signed and stuff. So I was able to actually go back because I stayed till like the very end. So I was able to go back to her line like once it like died down. And I was just like, oh yeah, I pre-ordered my book, so you already signed my book. So I just wanted to meet you, and you're a part of like my reading journey and all of this other stuff. So yeah, this is the book. that, and I have another book from Nina. So I actually have 2 books that's signed by her, but today was my first day meeting her. I also have her book Out of Spite that I ordered last year. She did like a sale, or she did, you know, opened up and did like a sale and all this other stuff. I want to say like either right before or like right after Thanksgiving, and then after that I ordered Out of Spite, got it, and I haven't read it yet. I'm scared to read it because I'm just like, I don't want to read out, I don't want to run out of like Nina things to read and stuff. So, but yeah, so I have a new Nina book. It's nice and thick. It's how many pages? 322 pages, which is crazy because I feel like 322 pages, because I read on my Kindle a lot, is to me that's not like a lot of pages and stuff like that. But when you actually look at the books in physical form and see how thick they are in person versus like when you have it on the e-reader. But yeah, so that was my first pickup from my pre-orders. And then in here oh wait, this is part of Takira Island. So yeah, that's the book. And then when I did go back on the line and I met her and stuff like that, she did have like merch and stuff for sale, and I got these cute keychains that I absolutely love. So she has keychains of her books. So the first one is I don't know if you can see it, but Front Street Porter. So before you can get to On Us, you have to read Front Street Porter, and I kind of read it out of order. So like I said, I was introduced to On Us, so as I'm reading On Us, I'm realizing like, oh snap, it's a book that was before this, but I was already in the middle of reading it. So I was like, I'm just kind of like go back and read it. So the order in which I read the books were On Us 1, 2, and 3, because it's 3 of them for that On Us series. And then I went back to read Front Street Porter, but I treated Front Street Porter as if it was like a prequel. So, you know, it just kind of gave me answers to a lot of the things that I read in On Us. And then I continued to go on and I read Clearwater, and then Reckless Love, which came out last year. And then I also have a keychain for her book Lemon Pepper. This has nothing to do with like On Us and stuff. This is like just a completely different book, which is also another good book by her. And then I have a keychain of her book Hassan, which is a rarity in like the book community. So Hassan is not available digitally. This is like one of those books where you only can get physical copies, and she doesn't have those quite often. So it's like the people who get those books, they're like very, very lucky. So I was like, let me get a Hassan keychain, because this might be the closest I might ever get to having a Hassan book. So I don't know. Hopefully one day I'm lucky enough. They actually had like a raffle, so I bought 2 raffle tickets. I think both of the raffle tickets was like $10. So one raffle that I bought a ticket for was like her whole collection except for the Hassan book. And then the second ticket I bought was, you know, a hardcover of Hassan, but somebody else won. I didn't win, so I was sad about that. So yeah, so that's what I got from Nina. And then I pre-ordered from Brianne Dene as well. I think I mentioned when I had got it. So I finally started getting into her books this year. What is it? Her books with Synovian Torin. I kept seeing those covers all of this, like all throughout social media, and I finally got into like her catalog. So I've read like 1, 2, 3, I want to say like a good 4 of her series, and one of her current series is the Evermore series. So I haven't started it yet, and she just released the 4th book, but I was like, let me get these books from behind the pen first. So I have the first 3 books of the series. Wait, let me make that something I dropped. So yeah, I have the first 3 books from the series in physical form, which I'm excited to get into. And then once I get through these, I'll read the new one that she just dropped. I believe it came out just this week. So yes, I'm so excited. Like, I got books in there. I just ain't got nowhere to put them, but I cannot wait to start like just having my bookshelf for like all of these dope ass books. So those are the only books I actually walked away with. I wanted to get more books. I really wanted to get books from Takara Allen. Her line, the authors who had the longest lines was Nina and Takara Allen. And I finally got to the front, but once I got to the front, like all of the books were like sold out. So the only books that were left over were pre-orders. And I tried the pre-order, but when I had got to her website, they were out. So I was like, oh well, I hope I'm able to get a book at the event, which I didn't. And I really wanted to get The Lonely Pole because that's a series she said that she never wanted to, you know, do in print. Like I can still read the book, I can just get it on Kindle, but to have like the physical copy, she hardly ever did it. So to have like the physical book was like an exclusive at Behind the Pen. But literally by the time I got to the front of the line, they was like, oh, there's only 4 more copies left. And then like a few minutes later, she was like, all the books are sold out. So I didn't get to get Takara Allen book, unfortunately, but I met her and she was really sweet, really nice. We took a selfie. And I did get this, I guess this is a bookmark or whatever, but you know, she refers to her catalog or her world as TA Land. Here's a pin that says, I survived the parachute. I survived the parachute, y'all. Parachute 3 came out last month, towards the end of last month, because we're in August now. So she dropped Parachute 3 at the end of last month. And when I tell you that series, anything you read from Takara Allen is just going to take you through it, okay? Parachutes is my 3rd series that I read from her, and I waited, you know, to read because, you know, I knew it was an incomplete series. So once, you know, I knew that the 3rd book was coming out, I started reading the first 2. So I read all 3 books last month, and it was a lot, but I definitely, you know, survived the parachute. My thing is about to die. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I had to change my battery because it was about to die on me. But yeah, so I left with the books that I pre-ordered. Overall, it was a great experience. Yeah, I loved it. I can't wait to go to another event. I don't know. I know what is it, Liddy in the City? That's Jaquel J's event. That's not until next summer, but I know the tickets for that, I believe, start to go on sale next month, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. But I follow the Instagram page for the event, so whenever they start updating and saying, you know, tickets are going to go on sale, I'll be able to see that and do that. I know Black Romance Fest, I think that's what it is. That's like a really big one, and that's happening again next year because the one for this year happened already. But the tickets for next year go on sale, I believe, like this upcoming week or something like that. So that's one thing that everybody keeps talking about. But that one is like all the way in Atlanta. So I wouldn't want to fly out there by myself just for the book event. Like I would want to go with somebody. So I don't have nobody to go with. So yeah, but I definitely cannot wait to attend my next event. I feel like going here was also like a learning experience, I will say, because, you know, like I said, this was my first time, so I didn't know how I was really going to operate. So like I was saying at the beginning of the vlog, the event, or the doors for the event, opened at 12. I didn't leave my house until 12, and then I took an Uber just because I thought that would be faster for me. But it took me an hour to get there in the Uber. It probably, had I gotten on the train, I might have gotten there actually a little bit faster. But I spent $60 on an Uber to get there, and when I got there, there were still people on the line. I didn't expect people to be on the line because I basically got there an hour after the event started. But when I got there, like the line was around the corner and down the block. So however, I think it was like maybe a little under an hour that we stood online before we got inside, and then the lines inside was like a completely different thing, which I was expecting. Like I was hearing, you know, like, oh, you know, be prepared, be comfortable, all of this other stuff. So I felt like I was comfortable with what I wore. I wanted to wear a skirt and I didn't wear a skirt, but it was actually pretty warm. But you know, now that it's later in the day, it's kind of like cool, but I'm in the house now, so it don't make a difference. But yeah, for the most part, I would say definitely go in with a plan. So I would highly recommend when going to like these book events, if the authors are doing like pre-orders, definitely stay on top of, you know, seeing when their books are being, you know, put up for pre-order and pre-order those books. So when you finally get to the event, you can just get what you want. And, you know, standing online and meeting them is just, you know, the extra, you know, to have that experience to like meet them and stuff, but you're going to walk away with something. So I'm glad, even though I didn't get, you know, my Takira Allen books like I wanted to, I was able to get books from 2 other authors that I really, really, really enjoy and love. So I walked away with books still. So, and yeah, just kind of like plan out. Like, it's like a strategy you have to have when going in there. Because, you know, some authors are going to have like shorter lines compared to others. So like I said, Nina and Takira Allen had the longest lines. Like, their lines were like out the door and around the corner in the hallway and stuff like that. So, you know, I was talking to people and like meeting people and stuff, and we were chit-chatting and whatnot. And we kind of was like forming, you know, forming little plans where it was kind of like, okay, I'm gonna go run to this line and then come back, and then, you know, once I come back you can go. And, you know, by the time we kind of like both do that line, and when we get back here, maybe this line will move down. Like, it was literally like that. Like, you literally had to come up with a plan. That way you were able to kind of like meet and talk to like the authors you wanted to talk to. So, but overall it was a good day. I felt like this was a really, really good day. I'm excited, I'm satisfied. I'm back with the books that I pre-ordered. I'm reading the whole other series, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm so excited. So I think this is gonna wrap up my I think this is going to wrap up everything for me. Oh, you want to notice another thing? Kimberly Brown was there, and for whatever reason, because I was so stuck on A, getting the books that I pre-ordered, and B, I was like, oh, I want to get this out. I want to get this book, or I want to get that book that I didn't get a chance to pre-order. I didn't even make it to like kind of look around for her, which is crazy, just for the simple fact that I'm technically in the middle of reading one of her series. I haven't read too many books from her, which is probably why my mind wasn't like, oh my gosh, like where she's at compared to the other authors that I was looking for. But I definitely should have, you know, it's so much going on top of that, like when you go in there. But I definitely should have went and looked at, or went to go speak and say hi, or whatever the case may be, because I'm literally in the middle of reading one of her series. I've read only one book from her prior, which was Rhythms Blues, and I'm currently reading the Dillinger Chronicles. I'm on book 2 right now. And then there's another book from her that was like really, really popular that a lot of people were talking about, that I have on my TBR that I haven't gotten to. So I'm mad it wasn't until the end where, you know, everybody was like kind of breaking stuff down, that I thought like, damn, I didn't even, you know, stop at her table. I don't even know where her table was at. I don't think I knew she was there. She had to be there, but I didn't see like her banner. Not every author that was there that I've read. I did see the author that did the Curvy Girl Summer book. I haven't read that book yet. I've never read nothing from that author, but I kept seeing that book all over my timeline, and I think it's like a follow-up book to that, and I had that on my TBR too. But I did see like kind of faintly like walking that she was there too. So yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed my day. I'm happy. I have books. I ain't got nowhere to put them, but that's besides the point. I'm gonna get to the books anyway. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And let me know if y'all want me to do like more book content like on YouTube, because I've never done any book content. But that's literally only things that I like consume nowadays outside of like working. So yeah, other than that, I will talk to y'all later. So peace out. Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to share and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.